Greetings, my fellow Fright Fiends. It's your buddy Boogeyman Ben here for another episode of Boogeyman Ben's Horror Zone. And today's video is going to be talking about this is actually a request from someone that watched my Jeepers Creepers 3 review. I want to get this name right. It is Jordan Smith. And he asked me a question about the franchise's future, the Jeepers Creepers franchise future. As everyone knows, that Jeepers Creepers 3 has got a one-night only engagement on September the 26th, where it played across the country for one showing only. It did really well. I believe it made almost $2 million, which is what the budget was. Yeah, the budget for this film was really low for Jeepers Creepers 3. And a lot of the criticism for the film have been like some of the way the special effects looked, some of the way some of the shots looked, that it didn't have that clean, polished look that maybe the second film had, where the second film did have almost a $20 million budget, and this one had almost $17 million less. So you have to take that into consideration. Plus, this movie has been in development hell for over a decade. And I think a lot of it has to do with Victor Salva's past. And like I said, I don't want to go into that anymore because it's been talked about. I've discussed it. I have a video. If you guys want to go back and look at that video, I'll put a link down below to it if you want to check it out. But I've talked about it. I've said my piece about it. I still stand by what I said about it, and I really don't want to go into it again. So this is going to be my thoughts on the future of this franchise, which I think because of what happened to Victor, what people are discovering about his past has affected there being more films in this franchise. Like I said, I had the opportunity to meet some of the producers of this film at the screening, which was awesome. And it was great to talk to them about the future of where this franchise is going to go. Now, they did mention that there is a fourth film that's already been in development. I think it's been noted. They did an interview with Gina Phillips, I think maybe a couple months before this film came out. Probably I'm going to say in July, where she talked about that she did have a small part in this film. I don't want to go into too many details about it, but she is in Jeepers Creepers 3. And that Jeepers Creepers 4 was already written and going to start filming soon. Another thing the producer that I spoke with said that they are also talking about a television series that is going to be on the Sci-Fi channel. So that is really cool, and that was really some cool information to hear. And just in a couple of days since I spoke with him, the news has broken that Jeepers Creepers 3 is actually going to be premiering on the Sci-Fi channel on October the 28th. So it is going to be in the theater for one more showing. That is on October 4th, and I mentioned that in my review. And then on the 28th of this month, it's also going to be on the Sci-Fi channel. So I'm assuming just, leading up to Halloween and things like that. I still stand by what I said about the film. I love it. I know there's people that don't like it. I think a lot of people went into this film not wanting to like it. That's how I feel about it. I really feel it's unfair that this film series is so tainted because of Salva's past. Because people loved the franchise before they knew about it. And for fans of the film, we constantly have to defend why we're fans of the Jeepers Creepers franchise. I am a fan of it. What I think might be happening, and it could be something that just sort of I caught when I was speaking with that producer at the premiere, is I'm wondering if they're going to break off from Salva for the rest of the franchise. I think that they realize they have a huge property here because people are fans of the Creeper and of the franchise. And I know that Salva is the creator of both, but I think that the stigma associated with his past is sort of hindering the successful future of this franchise. And I'm wondering if he won't be a part of 4 or the television series. Now, I don't know this, but I keep wondering if that's the route they're going to go. Because I feel like what they did, this was all planned. It was a plan to get this movie out the way it is. It was a plan to sort of market it the way that they did, and how they're slowly releasing it in different ways, doing a second, one-night show, and then putting it on the Sci-Fi before it goes on to Blu-ray and DVD and VOD and things like that. So we'll have to see what happens. But that's my thing. I really think that Salva won't be involved. That's just what I think might happen, just because of his past. Now, I could be wrong. This is just me sort of giving my own critique of what I've read and what I see happening, and based on the conversation I had. I think that maybe this is going to be something that's controlled by another studio, or it's going to be controlled by the people that produced this new film. I could be wrong. That's my thoughts on it. I'm curious what other people think about it. Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Would love to hear from everyone. Also, before I go, I wanted to show this custom Jeepers Creepers Creeper Truck Be Eating You license plate that I ordered. I ordered this through eBay, and it's called Celebrity Machine Studio Store. I'll put a link down below where people can check it out. Okay, let me see. I can cover up the URL there, but it's right there below. But this is fantastic, and I can't wait to hang this up here in the horror zone. Like I said, I love the Jeepers Creepers films. I do think, despite what he's done in the past, I do think Salva is a great filmmaker. He is a great writer, a good storyteller. It's unfortunate what happened to him, but I really don't think there's getting past it at this point. And I think that eventually these producers are going to realize that the only way that this series is going to be successfully continued is unfortunately probably going to be without him. But again, that's just my take on it. I'm curious what other people think about this. So please, like I said, leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Would love to hear from everyone. And as always, thanks so much for watching Boogeyman Ben's Horror Zone, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy. Stay scared as always. Peace.